Good God!
Sneed, how do you intro? Whenever I hear that music, I just hear you introing.
It's so weird right now. I'm not in the studio, so it's hard to kind of do an intro. But yeah, welcome to Hangin with the Tavern, or Hangin at the Tavern.
Yeah, we're gonna break all the previews down for you guys. We're gonna preview Revolution. We're gonna give our predictions. I do have. Since we don't have the full tavern here, I do have Tom's picks, I do have J-Bone's picks, and I do have Hawk's picks. And I don't want to give those before we give ours. So each pick will go first, and then I'll give theirs at the end. That way it doesn't influence any of us in our picks.
Gotcha.
Fair enough. Can't have Hawk influencing our picks. No,
yeah, I don't. What's funny though, like I feel like we typically this is an event where I feel like a lot of us are going to have a lot of the same picks.
I think so, yeah.
But there's a couple matches that I feel like are pick 'em, like the face of the ladder, face of the Revolution ladder match could go anyway. We'll see how it goes.
There's a couple that when I was thinking about what I was going to pick, there was a couple that like I had a lot of trouble with, and there's a couple that I don't know if I don't know if I even like my picks. So
yeah, I'm with you. Like I don't. There's a few where it could go either way, and I'm just kind of like, what direction do I think they're going to go? Just overall, real quick, like, what do you guys? We'll start with Anthony. What do you guys just think of the overall card itself?
You know, it's weird because, like, for a while we were talking about how poorly of a job that they've done building up this card with the amount of time that they had. But in the last few weeks, they've really stepped it up. And I'm sure we all expected that to be the case. You know, we have some of the best stories going on right now to the point where I'm so excited for the show, so excited for a lot of these matches. So I would say they definitely picked it up at the right time when they had the chance and full steam ahead. I mean, obviously everyone's going to be looking forward to an AEW show. They're always going to be great. So yeah, I'm excited.
Hell yeah.
What do you think, Mike?
You know, I'll second that, but I think that they have a good strategy where they're not announcing things too early, because I feel like if you're hyped for too long, it'll fizzle out too quick. Mm-hmm. You know, so like you kind of see where things are going. They did a really good job building this show. It's a stacked card. I think all the matches are going to be fucking bangers. I'm excited for it, man. I really am.
Sneed, what do you think?
Yeah,
Tyson's in here
too.
Hell yeah.
What's up, Tyson?
And Jaden.
Tyson and Jaden.
What's up,
Tyson and Jaden?
But yeah, there were a couple of weeks where we, you know, I honestly didn't know how they were going to build a card. And then it just seems like now looking back at it, all of a sudden we have a great card. And it's like, how did we get here? But the card's awesome. I'm super excited about this card.
Yeah, I think it's super strong. I think it's super strong. And I feel like we were really probably about 3 to 4 weeks ago, we were really hard on them on the flagship, like on their storytelling. But then like hindsight, I feel like they did a good job of like taking a couple matches and building them super fast in like 4 or 5 weeks. But then we have arguably what I think is maybe one of the top 3 best long-term stories they've told in the company, and CM Punk and MJF. I feel like that's one of the best long-term stories they've told.
Story of the year.
Absolutely. Yeah. And we're only at the first show. Shit's going to get crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah. They had that big match on Dynamite when they were in Chicago, and they had that, what was like a 40-minute match.
Yeah.
And we were all saying, like, why would they do it so fast?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So here we are.
But you know what? I feel like that was one of the everybody bitches about rematches, but this is a feud. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
you don't get blood feuds like this. Like I'm fucking stoked for it.
Yeah, we'll get it. We'll get into when we go through each match. We'll definitely. I have some questions about that match to ask you guys what you think.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
So they have obviously the buy-in, and I believe they have 2 matches on the buy-in this year.
Mhm.
And I guess we'll go ahead and kick it off with Layla Hurt, which they've done I like this match because they've done a pretty good job on Rampage and giving them little vignette packages on Dynamite over the course of the last month and a half.
Hold on, we need
yeah.
our episode quota of Courtney just giving that Anthony push. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
She's
what I like
always
to hear.
there.
Always need it. Always need it.
When Courtney talks about young Anthony on the Raw Down, I feel like she's talking about Anthony like this.
Because I'm better than you and you know it.
She just thinks Anthony's better than all of us.
I mean, is she wrong? Is she wrong? If Courtney says it's got to be right. It's got to be right.
Yeah.
I'll go with that.
Yeah. I do like that they built the stat. I like that they're giving time to these mid-card stories. Like they're not just focusing on Britt and Thunder anymore and Jade. Like we're getting some storylines in the mid-card.
Yeah. Well needed. Absolutely well needed.
For sure.
So do you guys want to do like for this pick, I'll start, and then the next pick, Anthony will start, and we'll just keep rotating it?
I'm good with that.
Sounds good.
And
Sounds
hopefully
like a plan.
hopefully by the time we get this, Sneed will pop back into the feed.
We've got our own J-Bone in the chat as well.
He's
okay.
in there.
He's there. We're feeling it. Honeymooner.
Honeymooning it up in his hot tub, watching wrestling with the wife, torturing the wife with wrestling.
With 20 empties of Broken Skull IPA just floating in the hot tub.
I felt bad for his wife because he was forcing her to listen to Hawk, and god damn, this week that's brutal.
The worst week to listen to Hawk, let me tell you.
Oh god, I was like legit hot for a second at the beginning of that segment.
That's what makes it fucking, call the Hawk, man.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. We just have to accept it. Okay. Statlander, Layla Hirsch. I am going to go Statlander. I think Statlander's floating like right below the surface of contender status. She had that match with Britt Baker. I think she's always going to like be right about there where they can always like really crank up her wins and put her in a title match at any point. So I think they're going to keep her hovering around there. Although I do think Layla is a fun addition to the roster. I like her being featured, but I'm going Statlander.
Yeah, good pick. I'll agree with you, but Tyson says thank you guys for the well wishes and everyone else in the Pod Foundation.
Absolutely, Tyson.
Of course. 100%. I'm gonna
Cold Stone.
I'm gonna agree with you. Definitely Statlander. I feel like she needs a win. If anything, like you said, she's just floating right under that contendership. And I don't think Layla is anywhere near where Statlander is as far as the amount that they've been building her up. I think that she's a great opponent for Statlander to reach that eventual contendership. But with a win this Sunday, she'll definitely it'll be a good match. Like you said, they did a fine job in building it up. Just a small feud for the buy-in. I'm happy that this is on the actual show and not on a Rampage or this, even like a Dark, something like that. So yeah, I'll go with Statlander as well.
Layla doesn't have the boop. She needs the boop to get over.
Exactly, man. No, I agree with both of you very much. So I just don't feel like Layla's, gonna pull it off. I think Statlander needs the extra push, and Layla's gonna come up a little short because she is a little short and shit out. She's got pitbull status though, or like she looks like a small little dog, but she'll beat the shit out of Ball.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So J-Bone, Tom, and Hawk all sent their picks in, and they also went Statlander. So across the board, Statlander picks. Sneed, we're you didn't miss a pick. We're on Layla Hirsch and Statlander. Who do you have?
Statlander.
Okay. So
Easy.
across the
Bing.
board, Statlanders.
Freems is in the chat. He says, I love her dog, but meant to say dog.
Freems is here.
Bring
Freems,
it down.
when we do double or nothing, we might have to bring Freems into the Hanging at the Tavern fold.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Always down, man. Always
yeah,
down.
for sure.
All right. So next up, we have, speaking of Freems, we just had him on the debate. He went super hard in on this next pick. It's probably, I would say, the premier match of the buy-in. It's the guy who gets all the girls, panties in a bunch. We're going Hook versus QT Marshall. Who do you got, Anthony?
Well, Freems, to quote Action Bronson, I know you don't even know me, but I do want to say that I agree with your Hook take 100%. Although this weekend I'm going to have to go ahead with Hook because he's going up against my least favorite wrestler in the entire world, QT Marshall, and I will only be tuning into the buy-in to see him get his ass beat. Thank you, Hook. I will take a win.
Yep.
QT is like your arch nemesis.
Yes,
Anytime
always.
he's on the
Him
show,
and
you're
Sean
like,
Spears.
"Fuck him."
Always.
Sneed,
Love
who
it.
you got?
Hook.
Hook.
Easy. Yeah.
Mike?
I'm all Hook. I'm excited to see the pay-per-view entrance. I hope they make it grand. I hope he gets showgirls out and shit, like dancing the spots.
Freems going in hard. What did he say?
He said he's
He's
going to
gonna-
win, and it's going to be boring, and people are going to lose their shit. Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, that sounds about right. All right. So as we move into the main event, or not main event, main card, Jaden's got Hook winning.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't give the rest of the guys. Tom, J-Bone, and Hawk all picked QT Marshall. No, I'm just kidding. They all picked Hook.
I'd quit the tavern if that was the case.
So all across the board, we've got Hook picks.
I don't think
Right
anyone
now-
likes QT, man. It's okay.
Yeah, nobody likes him.
He's jobber status in a good way. It's all right.
He's good behind the scenes. I'll give him
Yeah,
that.
I'll give him that.
Great on being the elite
Yeah.
whenever he is on.
So first match of the main card, we are going to go with the Tornado Trios match. Matt Hardy, Andrade El Idolo, and Isaiah Cassidy against Sammy Guevara, Darby Allin, and Sting. Mike, who do you got?
Man, not really a tough. Well, it is a tough call because you got some stout in that match. You got some heavy hitters in there, but I'm going with Darby, Sting, and Sammy just because babyface start off for the show, blows it up. Everybody's gonna be, oh my goodness, Darby and Sting and fucking Sammy Guevara, and it'll be fun. They'll make a good match.
Yeah, a bunch of fan favorites in there.
I see some animosity coming from Andrade and Matt Hardy. So I see like there could be a little fuck up there, and the whole match is going to get blown away, and then they're feud, and it'll be good.
Sneed.
I also have Darby, Sting, and Sammy. I think they take it. I think this starts a dissension between Hardy and Andrade.
Yeah.
I wish I could stir the pot here, but I'm also going with Sammy, Darby, and Sting. And my reasoning is I think this is where we see, like, kind of what Sneed said, the dissension between Andrade and Matt Hardy. But more than that, I feel like this is where we're seeing the shift from AHFO into Jeff Hardy returning and the Hardy Boys reuniting.
Yep, Frame said it too. He
I
also
can see
says
the
that Jeff and
riding
Sting
on
have
the
history.
wall.
I don't know if we want to bring up that history.
I don't think Jeff can show up. I think
Not
Oh,
till
yeah.
the 9th. I think he has till the 9th.
Yeah. I think he's going to be a dynamite appearance because unless they hold off for Double or Nothing, but I don't think they'll hold off that long.
No, they got a lot going on. But I don't think
Jaden
they're
also
gonna hold
says
back.
That's right,
Darby,
Jaden.
Sting, and
That's
Sammy.
right, Jaden. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll also go with the faces in this one. I just don't see, anything for Hardy outside of Jeff Hardy coming back. There's no need to get a win for AHFO, whatever they're calling themselves. So I'll let the good guys win.
Yeah, I think with this match we could honestly see the whole Hardy family office thing completely disintegrate. I think we could see
for the better.
Andrade finally going out on his own, and Matt Hardy lining up for Jeff's return.
Well, Griff in the chat actually says, I'd like to see AHFO win, maybe even steal one of those belts Sami has. He doesn't need to.
Yeah, that's true.
Andrade can still pull some shit, all right? Don't put it past him.
Well, that's actually a question to bring up, is because we're not getting that triple threat at the pay-per-view, do you think that we're still going to have Sami as the champion, or do you think someone else is going to win that?
I was going to ask the same thing. Do you think Sami goes in with those two belts? I think there's a good possibility he loses.
Yeah, I could see him losing. He's young. He's got plenty of time to catch back up and get more
Freem says,
runs.
I'm a straight man, but I'm in love with Darby Allin.
See, I'll fuck with that.
Is it the skateboard frames? Is that what does it for you?
I like kickflips.
It's that badass energy he has to him. It just hits different.
He's an enigma. He's got that Jeff Hardy enigma status.
He's
Hold on, there's a window back
other
here. Let me break it.
I'm not like most girls.
Oh God, wrong show.
Love it.
All right, so we got. Oh man, there's so many matches. I didn't know how to lay out these picks because it starts heating up really quick. So I'll go the TBS Women's Championship, Jade Cargill against Ty Conti. Is it on me to pick first or Sneed?
I think it's on me, possibly.
Okay, yeah. Sneed, who do you have for this pick?
I have Jade. She's going to continue her reign. I don't think this is where she loses the belt.
I'm with you. I think we're in the middle of like a Goldberg level streak. I think they're going to keep her winning until there's a young person who can benefit from dethroning her. I don't think we're going to see like a Britt Baker or a Thunder Rosa, like an established name, dethrone her. I think they're going to build her to a point where they can put someone over huge by beating her. And I don't know if that person's even like arrived yet in the company. Mm-hmm. I think that person very well, I'm just going to throw out a fucking shot in the dark prediction that has absolutely zero legs to it right now. I'm going to say the person to dethrone Jade Cargill will be Toni Storm.
Ooh.
Okay.
That'd be nice.
See it.
Yeah.
Although, does she need to be put over like that? But it would be fun to see Toni come in to a big moment.
Yeah.
As far as free agents, I could totally see her coming in. But if like someone else down the line, gets unsigned, but Tony's definitely a good challenger for that. As far as my pick, though, to quote Hawk, yawn, nah. Jade wins.
Jade. Yeah, that was the quote of the week on the podcast. Yawn.
Not enough creamers for me.
Yeah. He needs more props.
Don't they all? Fuck.
Simple man.
Simple man.
Yeah, very simple. Simpleton.
Where is he tonight? Why is he not here?
He is leaving the slip, man. He's in travel mode, coming back to the mainland.
All I hear is excuses.
The hawk is in the air, man.
Mike, who do you have?
I'm going with Jade. Like she just got the belt not too long ago. You can't have Ty come in and knock it down. And I mean, Jade's on a roll. She's doing all that shit with Danielson. This is going to be a match for her to prove that she's better at wrestling a little bit more. And I feel like it's going to be a great match. But I think Jade's definitely going to win.
Now, the picks. I don't know if I announced the picks for J-Bone, Tom, and Hawk for the last match, but they all picked Sami, Sting, and Darby as well, and they all picked Jade. So right now our picks are dead fucking even across the board. Do you guys like, just talking about Jade though, like, do you see progression in her?
Yeah,
Like,
I
week
would
to
honestly
week?
say so, especially in terms of her promo work. Like even just that one-liner she cut on Tay Conti the other day. No one cares about that judo
Karate
bullshit.
shit.
Yeah, karate shit. Yeah, she's definitely getting a lot more character. I see her improving in the ring, although it's slow but steady. But she's presenting herself as a presence on the show, and I think that's definitely catching my eye.
Some of that joint manipulation submission work she was doing in her last match, I was like, dude, there's Danielson all over her. That training is coming out, man. But
she's getting so much better.
She looks confident. Like she's getting more and more confident, I feel like.
Oh, for sure. Like before she won the TBS title, like she was green, but like they strapped that fucking rocket to her. They sent her to the moon, man. And I think she's learning under the umbrella, but she's doing great. And it's slow builds, so it'll be good. I'm excited for it. I think she's gonna be fucking fantastic in a year from now. Like Jesus, just imagine.
Oh yeah, man. She's when her skills catch up to her it factor, she's like the rare occasion. Usually it's the opposite. They have all the skills and no it factor. She is the flip-flop of that. She has the it factor and her skills need to catch up.
Hell yeah, man.
All right, so next,
before we get into the next pick,
yeah.
I just want to say that Jade should never lose ever in her whole career, says Nick Storm. And then Goldberg signs with AEW and beats her in like 20 years.
80-year-old Goldberg.
Jaden says Jade will win. And Freems just loves Tay Conti, but don't we all?
Oh yeah.
I can picture Goldberg in a rascal, like I'm gonna spear you
with his walker. My son's gonna watch me wrestle.
Yeah, his son's like 45.
That kid with like a tank top on, like, go dad.
Beer gut, drunk in the front row.
Beers, like, yeah, this is my fucking pop right there.
With his football buddies.
Goldberg.
Oh, all right, so this is the first, I would say, big heater. I want to do a ladder match for custody of Goldberg's 45-year-old son. Oh, yes, we all want that. This is the first big heater match to me. Like, there's a lot of matches on the table, and it involves one of the true legends in the game right now, and I feel like they're really going to
release the hounds
with this match. They're going to release the hounds. We're talking
release the Nick Storm while we're at it.
Oh, yeah. You're all cursed, guys. Oh my! I had my alarm set for like another hour from now, and I'm glad I woke up because I got the time conversion completely wrong. But I'm not sure if any of you saw, but I said Jade should never lose ever in her whole career, and then Goldberg signs with AEW, beats her in like 20 years. What do you guys think about that? Just a jumble together. Yeah, cool.
That's my pop.
Handshake agreement. It's definitely gonna happen now, and you can't get out of it.
You gotta go this way. Hold on, I'll go in that way, and then it'll come out and somebody else. There we go.
Trying to get in there, please. Please. Oh, there we go.
Brother.
Dude, how are we all going? How's everything going, guys?
It's going.
You guys
right?
argue
now that you're here.
Oh, stop
yeah,
it.
we're only 1, 2, 3. We're only 4 picks in, so we haven't got to the really, really good stuff yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just starting to get into the good stuff.
So the first big match, I kind of alluded to it. Eddie Kingston, Chris Jericho. I think it's my pick, right? I picked first on this one.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
I don't think this is. They could always swerve you, but I think this is just destined to have Kingston win. I know like he never wins the big one, but Jericho has no problem putting guys over at this stage of his career. I think Kingston all day on this match.
He's been on a losing streak as well when you think about it from the last couple pay-per-views as well. He lost against Punk. Who did he wrestle at what is it? All Out.
Miro.
Was that Miro?
Yeah.
Miro? Did Miro win that?
Miro
Has
beat
he
the
not
fuck out
won
of him.
a single pay-per-view match? I don't
No,
think so.
he hasn't.
He
No.
lost to Moxley at Full Gear.
The tag team match at Double or Nothing.
Yeah, I was just gonna think. Yeah, the tag team match they lost.
Yep.
So
what is he going for? He's got to get a win. So I think if Jericho is hyping himself to be the big one or the influencer or whatever he wants to trademark next, I think definitely Eddie is going to take this one. Just a feel-good moment. Deserves it for sure. And I think he needs a good win. I know he's the type of guy that could take a loss and it won't hurt him. But I think he needs a win every once in a while. And who else but Jericho to put him over?
Yeah. No, I'm right there with you. It's
J-Bone
redemption time
says,
for Eddie Kingston. It's good.
Says a modern day dreamer in ECW, says J-Bone.
So true.
yeah.
Tommy
I think
Tommy
I think
Dreamer
they've-
and Sandman. Tommy Dreamer and Sandman in ECW. I've heard Dreamer tell stories where they would get into arguments in the backstage area fighting over who should lose. They always wanted to lose. Anytime someone was trying to book them to win, they argued to lose. I love that. Like
I think that's what
didn't
Eddie
leave.
Kingston's done the past couple years in AEW.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Roll
lose,
for
Pa.
everybody.
I'm gonna lose.
But here's the thing with that. Like, if you really think about it, like with Kingston, like there are certain people where it almost makes you more endearing. They're building that like underdog.
Mm-hmm.
But I do agree with Anthony. You at a certain point, you got to get one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm
you
all
got,
with it.
what do you got, Mike? Kingston too?
Oh yeah, all Kingston. It's redemption time for Eddie, man. he's got to do the win, man. You know, he's been losing like everybody said. I'm agreeing with everything. He's been losing. You know, he needs a win. He needs a fucking win, man. What the fuck you gonna do with Eddie Kingston if you don't get a win? It's bullshit. Fuck
This
you.
is a great question. That was a
Oh.
great question by Griff. I wonder if Santana and Ortiz interfere at all. Me and Sneed talked about this.
Ooh.
Like, how do you think this is going to shake out? Because at first it looked like Inner Circle was completely broken up. But last night on Dynamite, there's that weird moment where they fist bump Jericho. What's going on here? How does Santana and Ortiz play into this match?
I don't see them fucking. I see them more. The fist bump was like kind of like, all right, because it was just one of them. So I kind of felt like they were still indecisive. So I feel like we're gonna see that. Maybe it comes down. You know, Ortiz is with Jericho and Santana's with Eddie, and they're like, no, bro. And like maybe we get some turmoil there. Who fucking knows? But if they do show up, they show up. I would think there would be like a gentleman's. We're gonna sit this one out, let the boys fight it out, which I'm hoping for, but probably not.
God damn! If there's one team that I think need those tag straps,
Yeah.
give it to Santana Ortiz, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What do you think, Sneed? Who you got in Jericho Kingston?
Kingston, it wasn't even hard for me. Kingston's going to win this match.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, not that. All right. So, what about you, Nick? Who do you have?
Oh, definitely Kingston. The thing that Frames said is hilarious. I want him to tell Jericho to line tame some bitches. God damn! I saw that to the right on the chat, dude. I couldn't hold it in. But yeah, Kingston definitely, and like they've set up Chris Jericho as like, you know, the big one. Everything. If you can't win the big one, then you're a fucking loser. Lol. L. Take this L. And they've built Jericho up so big that to where if Eddie Kingston does win, it's huge for Eddie. You know.
Yeah.
So I think Kingston's definitely gonna win this.
Yeah, that's another one, man. We're picking the same, but I have a feeling that this next match isn't going to be the same for all of us. I think it's going to finally get us to separate and choose some different people. Now, this graphic is kind of misleading because it doesn't show everyone, but the face of the Revolution ladder match Right now we have Wardlow, Keith Lee, Will Hobbs, Ricky Starks, Orange Cassidy, not pictured. And then on Rampage tomorrow night, we're going to find out if Ethan Page or Christian Cage enters this match. Starting with Anthony this time, who do you have in the Face of the Revolution ladder match?
So this one was tough. Definitely the most difficult one to predict out of the entire card. But I wanted to throw at least one curveball in this one because a lot of my predictions are just very by the book. And I feel like it's interesting that we've been seeing him a lot on TV as of late, even if they've been short segments. But I'm going with Ricky Starks because you got to think, who's the champion right now that he'd be going up against? It's Sammy Guevara. And everyone else in this match, I don't really see going up against a Sammy Guevara with an even matchup. Like, Wardlow's doing his thing with MJF. Keith Lee, I don't really see him in a match with Sammy. I don't really see those matchups. So what I'm predicting is that this is where we'll finally get Ricky Starks kind of take advantage of Powerhouse Hobbs. Maybe he, I don't want to say he'll turn on him right away, but I think my actual bold prediction, I know that we'll talk about him probably later on in the show, Wardlow, will he turn or not? I don't think we'll see the Wardlow turn here. Instead, I think we'll see Ricky Starks turning on Powerhouse Hobbs, maybe, using him to, take advantage of the match, win the,
we need that fucking hot take button here.
Yeah, I know. We left it at Raw down, but no, I mean, I just think it's interesting that we're seeing the two of them together a lot more often. Sure, it's with Keith Lee and everything, but I don't know. I think they're going to swerve us here. And Ricky Starks versus Sammy Guevara, I think, Ricky Starks finally deserves a good TNT title match. So I'll go with him.
Hot takes here.
There it is. There it is. Mike, who you going with?
Man, I'm curious to see what happens on Friday because not much, but if Ethan Page was the win, I'd be like, all right, maybe Ethan could get over. But I think they're gonna give it to Keith Lee, and I think this is gonna be his first little run. He'll go up, he'll challenge Sammy. And I think it's going to tie in. I'm going complete opposite with young Anthony here. I think it's going to go to a segment backstage with MJF and Wardlow. And he's going to be like, told you couldn't fucking do it. You're weak. It's going to be one of those things. And then we're going to see the turn from Wardlow into the the punk match. Yes. I like that. Yes. I like it. But yeah, I see it going in that direction. Absolutely. That would be so fucking good, man.
Sam, what's
going on, man?
Yeah.
Frames. The thing with Jericho's entrance frames is no one knows the words in the crowd. All right, so they need to go to like they don't need to go to Jerichoholic Anonymous. They need to go to grade 3 to read lyrics online. They need to go to the 3rd grade, man. There's nothing stopping them from. But I don't know.
Ooh,
this match is tricky though. I think we're all gonna have different answers. I was originally gonna say Wardlow, but young Anthony, Mike brought up good takes. I can definitely see Ricky Starks winning, because he's like that character as well. You have all these powerhouses and then they're all down, and then Ricky Starks sneakily goes up and climbs the ladder, gets the big one. But I kind of want Wardlow to win the ladder match, and then like Mike was saying, you couldn't win the big one. Maybe that happens after Sami and Wardlow. Maybe Sami gets over somehow. I don't know, but I think something will definitely happen at Revolution to cause that sort of the cracks to show more with Wardlow and MJF. I think.
It's daytime.
That's my motto. That's my motto, and it's daytime. Hey, man.
Sneed, who you got?
I have Wardlow. I got Wardlow winning.
Oh,
I think.
Do you have him winning the title as well?
Is the title match that night too?
No. But just at some point.
This gets you a TNT title match, I believe.
Once they get to the match, and if it's Wardlow, then Wardlow does win the title.
Wow!
I'll pop to that.
Yeah.
Wardlow's winning and taking the belt off of Sami. Ooh.
See?
Okay, so I'm gonna blow that up. I think the Wardlow thing. The reason I don't think Wardlow is going to win is I think he's entering a feud with MJF.
Mhm.
I think the CM Punk match, this is the blow off. I think we're getting we're about to enter Wardlow versus MJF. And I think that's going to keep him away from the title for a small time being. Yeah. I also think everyone's basing their picks off of who will face Sammy Guevara. I think it's going to be who will face Andrade. I think Andrade is going to take that title on Friday. I think that's going to be a catalyst to break up AHFO because he's going to be the cocky champion. And I think that we're going to see Keith Lee versus Andrade for the TNT Championship.
Oh man, what a match! Taking it straight back to NXT. What a match that is!
Keith Lee.
Bearcat.
I love that.
Bearcat Lee.
Bearcat Lee versus El Idolo.
Well, I'll tell you what it was. It wasn't Bearcat. It was a fucking mistake. That's what it was.
That's an understatement.
My dad used to call me all the time.
Griff says I wouldn't mind seeing Sammy caught in a powerbomb symphony. Yeah, sure. J-Bone says Sean Spears cost Wardlow the ladder match, and we'll get to his prediction in a minute. And Sam says I think the feud will be focused around the TNT title to prolong MJF's eventual title run.
Yeah. So the guys who are not present, the Tavern Boys, Tom.
I'm writing a minute.
I watched the recent Turnbuckle debate, and Freems was going off. He's hilarious. Dude. I want to give a quick shout out to Freems.
We're getting Freems in. We're getting Freems in soon. He's gonna take the tavern by storm. Just wait.
Hey man, that's my thing.
I don't have better lighting. I'm in my car.
From parts unknown.
Sneak looks like he's kidnapped. This is like a kidnap video.
If you see this message,
so Tom sent his pick in, and he is agreeing with Sneed. He has Wardlow. And Hawk is agreeing with Tom and Sneed. Hawk has Wardlow. And J-Bone went with Powerhouse Hobbs.
Wow.
Strong pick.
Okay.
So right now on the board, we have Keith Lee. We have me and Mike pick Keith Lee. We've got people picking Wardlow. We've got people picking Ricky Starks. We've got people picking Powerhouse Hobbs. I love it.
No Orange Cassidy. That's surprising.
Yeah.
Get him off my screen.
He's gonna go to. He can't hug anybody to death in this one. Maybe Ricky Starks, but it's not gonna happen.
True.
Fat guy BMX.
What's up, buddy?
All right. So the next match, the tag team triple threat match: Red Dragon, Jurassic Express, and Young Bucks. Is it a little weird to you guys that on this graphic they're not referring to them as Jurassic Express? Or to me, this is a telltale sign. This to me is, hey, Jungle Boy's about to go on a singles run.
I like that.
I never thought of that. As far as the name, at least.
You know?
Yeah.
Great
I think I was listening to the latest Turnbuckle Tavern review on Dynamite. You can go look at it at Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts from.
Drop a 5-star review for a sticker. Go ahead.
From a 5-star review. But yeah, you guys brought up a really good point. Like, I think Jungle Boy goes solo after this match, Like, I think they drop Luchasaurus because Jungle Boy could be huge as a singles wrestler. And whenever I see him in singles matches, he blows the fucking house down. Him and Adam Cole, I remember, was really good. But yeah, I think. But then again, I don't know who wins out of the other two teams. Then maybe Red Dragon. I don't see Bucks holding it for a second time. I don't know. I'm not sure here.
Yeah, I think I want to see Christian stab Jungle Boy in the back, and I want a Jungle Boy Christian feud. And I think it would be perfect if it happens around this time, and we get Jungle Boy versus Christian at Double or Nothing, which will be a year to the day that Jungle Boy eliminated Christian in that battle royal to get the number one contendership match.
True.
Okay.
That's very true.
I like it.
So who is it? Anthony leading this one?
Yeah.
Or is
Yes.
it Mike?
Oh no, it's Mike.
Me? All right. I'm giving it to the Bucks. I think some shit's gonna go down. I think this is gonna bring in more animosity between the two teams because they're gonna work together at some point, is what I'm thinking. I think that they're gonna totally fuck over Jurassic Express, and then they're gonna get in their own bullshit. So I don't know. I have a feeling the Bucks they gotta hold down the shit. The EVP just left. Kenny's not there. We need those fucking guys on the bus on the tag titles fucking picture.
Bucks. I like it. Sneed, who you got?
All right. This one was really tough. I'm gonna pick Jurassic Express.
Wow.
I'm taking Jurassic Express. I don't think they dropped the titles. I think this sets up a slow burn feud between Red Dragon and the Bucks, and I think somebody else comes in and takes the belts off of Jurassic Express soon.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Yep.
See, you guys are like calling into question my pick. See, I could see that. So, like, I can see them slipping the win out due to the Bucks and Red Dragon kind of like canceling each other out and starting a feud. And then we get Santana Ortiz. I don't know, man. Man. I want to understand what the man. You're making me want to change my pick, but I'm going to stick with it. I'm going Red Dragon. I think we're about to enter a new era, and I think they're going to have those straps around their waist. I'm going Red Dragon all the way.
Snazzy. It's a hard
Nick,
one.
what about you?
Red Dragon. So that was my fault. I thought I was starting that off, and I completely had my spiel.
There's no
and then
rhyme or reason, man.
I felt so bad. It's okay. At least it's not as bad as fucking Bearcat Keith Lee. So we got. Sorry, that really
about it.
Dude, whenever someone brings it up, I see red. Quite literally because my wall is red. But like, besides the point. I think maybe Red Dragon winning this, man. Everyone brings up good points. Like Sneed brings up a good point. I don't know, but I feel like Red Dragon might win. And then I think that maybe sets up for Adam Cole to win, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. But it'd be kind of crazy if like full thrust, they just have all the championships. It'll be good for like a new era as well. I think like it's like a good kind of start to a new era in AEW.
Yeah, I'm also going with Jurassic Express on this one. Because for me, the whole Red Dragon versus Young Bucks feud, I don't think it's about a title. I think it's just about who's the better team. And I feel like Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus definitely need those titles more than, Young Bucks or Red Dragon. Plus, keeping the titles on Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy opens the tag team division more because obviously Red Dragon versus Young Bucks is going to be your top tag team rivalry, regardless of what the tag team champions are doing. So this at least allows a B feud to go in while we have this, whole who Adam Cole is going to choose rivalry. So with that being said, I got to choose the Jurassic Express to take this one, but I would love to see Christian versus Jungle Boy in the future.
I would like Christian to come and fuck the matchup for them. That's what I want to see.
I can see that too, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people are on the Jurassic Express thing. I feel like I might have fucked up.
No, I'm with you on that, man. I don't think I want them to break up. I think repackage more evil Luchasaurus would be nice.
I just like how most of these matches, like, oh, there's a clear, winner and loser. But this, like, we're completely stuck on it. We have no clue. In the ladder
This
match
is
as
the
well,
team
like, we
that
have no
needs
clue.
to take it.
I
I'm
would be
with you.
preferring
House of
yeah.
Black.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
I want Malachi to be in a singles. I want him to be thrust into the main event scene. But
Yeah.
I like the Jurassic Express picks. I'm going to stand by my guns and stick with Red Dragon, and I'm going to send a big out to everyone who made picks. I'm going to send a big
GFY.
Okay. So we'll
The
move.
Clips is my favorite now. I love it.
Well, who did the other guys pick? Did we go through that?
Tom picked Jurassic Express.
They're my favorite.
I love the dinosaur.
I love the. Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Exactly. I love the cool dinosaur. It's so green.
Hawk picked Jurassic Express also, and J-Bone. Me and J-Bone are on an island to ourselves. J-Bone went Red Dragon. So.
Island boys.
Island boy.
I'm surprised Jericho didn't try to get that fucking thing over. Island Boys.
Oh, no.
They call me the Island Boy, Chris Jericho.
I think Omega's not showing up until I read that he still needs hernia surgery, so I'm thinking Double or Nothing time probably.
Yeah, latest All Out. I don't know, but Double or Nothing probably. I see him in like the Casino Battle Royal or something. Like as the Joker.
Yeah,
who
true.
knows? Huge pop. Face skin. He comes out.
Thank you, Sam. I'll have my wife send you some cookies.
Maybe some dog food for Dash.
Dashy.
Dashy.
Oh man.
The last two matches have been loaded.
Yeah, man.
This is gonna be a
And
great
they're gonna get
fucking
worse.
pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I'm
This is
super
gonna-
excited.
It's
It's only gonna get worse.
The next one
Anthony
we
goes in the
have.
dark place. It's only gonna get worse. Fuck you guys.
Next up, let's go ahead and throw another title match to talk about. Let's talk about Britt Baker, Thunder Rosa. Almost a year to the date of their lights out match, a little under a year. I believe it was St. Patrick's Day Slam or St. Patrick's Day Smash last year.
God, a St.
Sneed?
Patrick's Day smash would be good.
Is Mike or Sneed kicking this off? I think Sneed.
I think this one's
Sneed.
mine.
Yeah.
I'm going Thunder Rosa 100%. I think Britt's had a good run. It's time to take the belt off of her. It's time to give it to Thunder Rosa.
I like it.
Two.
Nick. Is Nick frozen?
We just can't tell.
He's frozen in time.
It's about time this industry got a facelift.
All right. So
He'll
I'll
pop-
go ahead
he'll
and
pop
throw
back.
my pick. I'm going Thunder Rosa too.
I had my back.
No, he's completely gone. Thunder Rosa. I feel like the Brit run is just done, man. Like it's petered out. The only thing I hate about this, I don't feel like they properly built this match to a title change. That's the only thing that worries me, because I don't feel like they put a lot of heat behind it outside of that DQ with Mercedes Martinez and that whole situation. There wasn't a lot of like really, really solid storytelling in the lead up to this, but I think Thunder Rosa takes it.
Yeah, this was a very, very tough one for me because of yesterday. Before yesterday, I would have said Thunder Rosa, but I know we're not in we're not in the industry of 50-50 booking. However, for them to build up someone so strong as they have with Britt Baker, and for her to be pinned clean twice in a row, does not seem like something they would do. So with that being said, I have to go with Britt Baker.
Wow.
I don't think it's the right call. I think it's going to be the same old shit with Britt Baker, and I'm sick of her run.
Same old shit.
But I have caught on the story that it seems like we're just joining and losing everyone.
no.
Look at this.
It's musical chairs down at the tavern.
But I mean, Thunder Rose is beating her at the St. Patrick's Day thing. She's beating her yesterday. So it kind of seems like, Britt has her, Thunder has her numbers. So I'm going to go with Britt Baker here to finally get a win over her.
Ooh, that would make a nice t-shirt. Thunder's got a
Yeah.
number.
I was gonna say if Britt gave me her number, I wouldn't be too fussed. But I actually really want to see Thunder Rosa come out as champ here.
Fuck.
Because I think it's been looming, for a long time. I think people would pop as well for it. But I don't know if it's right. Like Anthony brings up really good points as well. Like what Thunder Rosa won twice over Britt. And
it was very odd to see Britt take a pin going into a title match.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was very, very weird.
But hopefully it was very telling, and that's why I'm sticking with my pick, Thunder Rosa, because I Anthony fucked me up there. I was like, God damn it! Like, but, I just the only way I would see them keeping the title on Britt was if Red Dragon won. Britt gets it, and then fucking Adam Cole gets it, and then it's like they become the power of like little stable, which could happen.
No, true.
But I'm going with fucking Thunder Rosa.
Man, I really see Adam Cole and Britt being
we'll
like this this evil on-screen couple. Like I can see that perfectly.
Yeah,
just like ruling shit.
I think after Thunder Rosa like put on a fucking banger with Tony Deppen in GCW, give her the belt, man. She earned that shit. She got the shit beat out of her.
Exactly what I was thinking.
That match was awesome.
It was
the chat is lighting up tonight, by the way. Thank you for all who's joining in.
Yes.
Wow, Sneed's no longer he's no longer held captive. He's broken free. He's made it to a couch.
He's all right. He's good.
He's all right.
Sneed, who you got, Thunder Rosa or Britt Baker?
I had first pick. It was Thunder Rosa for me.
I'm losing my mind.
You owe everyone an apology. You owe me an apology.
Let's hear it.
I'm sorry, everybody.
Sorry.
I'm really sorry. I screwed that up. So next, Captors made him log off.
Do we have the votes from the other guys?
Yes. Thanks for reminding me, Anthony.
No worries.
Tom and Anthony lining up a lot. Tom's got Baker too. I like it.
I don't normally see eye to eye with him, so it's good that tonight is the night.
And Hawk and J-Bone are both going Thunder Rosa too. So Anthony and Tom on an island all to themselves.
It's a bold prediction. It's a very bold prediction. But
it is.
I mean, just the way it's been looking, I don't know.
I like it.
But it makes sense, I think.
So it looks like the three big boy matches are left. And next up, this is going to be a fun one. It's going to be pretty violent. Let's talk Jon Moxley, Bryan Danielson. They got to bleed together from what Mox said. Who's kicking this one off?
I think it's Nick.
Okay. Man, Mox looks so good in that that little graphic, dude. He's come back looking better than ever. This is like the best Mox we've seen him like in shape wise. He looks great. But man, I was not ready to pick this one because it's like, do you have Bryan Danielson keep winning? Oh well, he lost to Hangman, I guess. So I guess a loss wouldn't hurt, right? Maybe Mox wins this. Who knows? Maybe Mox wins this, or maybe Bryan wins this after they can shake hands and be like, all right, let's do the team thing. I have no clue here.
Sneed.
Oh God, I don't think anybody else wants to hear that. Oh man! Oh hey, how's it going?
I'm going
Danhausen.
Very famous, very evil.
Sneedo.
So on this one, I'm going Moxley. I'm going Moxley all the way on this one. I think he's never beat Danielson. He went through the promo about never winning the match with him. I think this is his time. I think he beats him, and then I think they form their partnership.
I'm with Sneed. I think this is Moxley all the way. I think he finally takes one over Danielson. I think by him beating the shit out of a man who loves to beat the shit out of men, he earns his respect. They form a little faction with a Daniel Garcia, and they have a couple young boys underneath them, and I think they run roughshod for a few months. Yep. Moxley all the way.
Yeah, I think it's going to be like an all-out war. Like, they're going to beat the shit out of each other. Moxley's going to be like, all right, yeah, you got it. Yeah, let's team. That sort of thing.
I actually think I agree with Chad, everything what you said, but I think it's going to be the flipped result where Danielson's going to win because Moxley was the one that said, before I team with someone, I have to bleed with them. So I feel like that's a challenge for him, is that, you know, before you can team with me, you need to beat me.
Yeah.
So I think Danielson is going to earn Moxley's respect, as weird as that sounds, and then they're going to team up and do the whole Young Lion stable, which I would love to see. So Danielson for the win.
Yeah, I'm going Danielson with the win, only to set up a Mox turn on Danielson down the road. So they'll do this nice little big spiel. That we love long-term storytelling here. So I think this is going to be, like Anthony said, they're going to be like, oh, hell yeah, we fucked each other up, man. They'll be like, yeah, hey, let's go get some kids. Like, it's a typical trip to Walmart, you know. And then we're going to see fucking them do their thing, and then this could be the all-out main event next, you know, all out or something, where it's Mox versus Danielson again. Fucking no DQ, lights out.
Yeah. There's some interesting picks that Tom, J-Bone, and Hawk sent in. J-Bone picked Danielson, but it's funny because Tom and Hawk picked the same thing, but it wasn't what any of us picked, and that was a draw.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Very interesting. And
I
I could totally see that happen.
Danielson.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to talk about them earning respect and joining, if they both took each other to the absolute limit and there was no winner at the end.
The loser's going to be J-Bone if that happens.
It's a 60-minute time limit draw.
Yeah, it's
J-Bone.
Oh my god,
Yeah. Yep.
my worst enemy. All right. So next up, we're going to talk about the match with this guy.
I'm a snake.
I'm a slither little snake.
MJF,
Snacky snake.
CM Punk, dog collar match.
Slippery snake.
Yeah.
Who is it? Is it my pick first?
Yes.
Whew, man, I think this is tougher than what it looks. I think this is a tougher pick because initially you're doing the stereotypical beat a baby face down, have him rise up in the blow off match, but it's Punk who I think is very apt to put people over. And it's MJF who seems to always win when you don't think he's going to win. But I'm picking Punk. I think Punk wins. I think this is the blow off to this match, and I think this is his step into an actual feud with a top tier guy. Whoever's next, I don't think the entire time he's been here, he's been facing young guys. I think next up is going to be somebody top tier. So I'm
Get the oldest guy in the company. But no.
That was good.
I'll go. This match was easier to predict for me than I thought it was going to be, but I'm going Punk. I said it in the chat the other day. This is story of the year, and it's got to be at least top 2 stories in AEW. I would put it number 1 because I love the story so much, and the last 2 weeks alone have really bumped it up to that level. I think we're getting a lot more character development from MJF here. I loved yesterday that it wasn't just MJF, doing the low blow and turning in back into the smarky, chicken shit heel. He's still hurt because in story, it's real what happened. So he's still very much hurt by this. So he's taking that into the match. And because all of this has happened, Punk's just going to want to beat the fuck out of him. So with this being the best story, and because we need to move on from MJF, we need to move on to MJF and Wardlow. I think Punk wins clean, and we're able to move on.
You can't really win clean in a dog collar match.
Well, as clean as you can. Clean with a little blood.
I'm going fucking CM Punk, but only because I'm going with that Wardlow run out. Fuck you. MJF's gonna maybe they beat the shit out of Punk and Wardlow just comes out and it's him and Spears and get him, you fucking meathead, and like Wardlow's just gonna freak the fuck out and rip his face off. So yeah, definitely Punk. Punk wins clean with all the blood.
Who you have, Sneed?
Punk. I got Punk. I think this is going to be. I agree exactly with what you said. He's going to send him into another feud with somebody on a higher scale. I think Wardlow is going to get involved, and this is going to start the feud that goes between MJF and Wardlow.
So we got Tom sent his pick in. Tom's going Punk. J-Bone is going Punk. And of course, the contrarian asshole of all, Hawk. He's going MJF.
Oh God.
Oh my God. You know what? It's because of that one interaction that they had together.
No.
Yeah.
He's
and
like
Hawk's,
forced
and
to
Hawk's
pick him
like,
every
Father, please. Yeah. I reckon Punk's gonna win, dude. That promo. Oh my God. After like Punk was chained up to the ropes and everything like that, and then MJF's going, "I'm a snake. I'm the devil. I'm the devil."
So
That's like
good.
a direct quote from ROH Punk, right?
Yeah.
That's a direct quote from Ring of Honor Punk, which
So
was great
good.
to find out. It was so cool. But dude, just the way that whole segment went, it was like
the
fuck
blood on the
perfect.
t-shirt and everything.
Yeah.
How he pulled,
The
he
fact-
unbuttoned the shirt. He had the shirt, and they picked it white so that blood would just show.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm a snake.
Dude, Punk looks dead, by the way, in that.
Yeah.
He looks-
I'm a snake.
oh, so good.
that's hospice Punk, but yeah.
All right. Well, we come down to this.
We got to
The
get a Mark
world-
Henry clip.
Yeah, we
It's
need.
time.
No, I need to pull that. It's time for the main event. Hangman Adam Page versus Adam Cole, baby. Anthony,
good.
you're kicking this one off.
Oof.
World title.
A lot of pressure.
Well, all my predictions thus far have led us to a pay-per-view with no title changes. And I wish I was bold enough to do it, but I'm not. Hangman's going to retain here. Give him a longer feud. I think there's a lot more challengers in line for Hangman. Yeah, Hangman, he's great. He's just a great champion to have right now. And I want to keep that title on him. So we will have, in my predictions, a pay-per-view with no title change, which I double-checked to make sure, and it has happened before, and I'm pretty sure it happened at Revolution last year. So, with all that being taken into consideration, Hangman to win.
Ooh, Mike.
Deep. Very deep. I'm going with Hangman as well, but I'm calling a swerve ball on it because something happens in that tag match with Red Dragon and the Bucks. I think the Bucks are coming back home, Hangman, and I think they're going to come out there and they're going to fuck over Adam Cole because Adam Cole's been back and forth with him on BTE. There's been a lot of deep, like, come on, man. No, I got you. Don't worry. Let me handle them. So I think this is going to set up something bigger because it's Revolution. So I'm calling Hangman still gets the title, but I'm getting a I'm sorry, I love you vibe from the Bucks and Adam Cole right now. So there we are.
Nick, what do you think?
I think Adam Cole would win if Hangman had more defenses in his title run. Like, because I feel like we've only had, 3 from Hangman since he's been champion, right?
Yeah.
Danielson
Danielson, Archer, and then
beating
Danielson.
Omega.
Oh yeah, beating Omega. Yeah, so maybe like if Hangman had more defenses since Full Gear and now, Adam Cole could win. But then again, yeah, I don't see how Adam Cole could win this. Probably Hangman. I mean, I want Adam Cole to win because I think that would stir shit up. You know, like
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think they might have Hangman's reign a little bit longer.
Sneed.
I'm gonna mirror almost exactly what Mike said. I think Hangman wins, and I think it's because the Bucks get involved and turn face.
It's too good to be true, or it's too good not to do it because they've been heel for so long now.
Well,
they
there
don't
were,
have their
and
boy
the only
Kenny
thing,
Omega.
and the only thing that makes me think there was an instance where they came down and they let Adam Page live.
Yeah. Well, they kind of gave him a
they're-
nod. You know, they're
Yep.
like, "Do it, get a motherfucker."
Yeah.
We're proud of you, baby.
The first moment you'll see of Bucks turning face again is they'll shave the goddamn fucking beards off. Thank the Lord.
Put the crosses back in the air.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
They'll have the sideburns down to here again.
They'll go to
Right.
wrestling boots instead of sneakers. Over.
Yeah, go complete reverse.
So
Uh-oh.
world title. Chris Jericho held that belt for 182 days. John Moxley held that belt for 277 days. Kenny Omega held the belt for 346 days. And as of right now, Hangman has held that belt for 110 days.
Wow.
We're
Oh, wow.
used to a lot of long reigns in AEW. This will be the shortest reign in AEW history. And some might call it a transitional champion, but I'm the lone man on an island in this pick. Adam Cole has got so much heat from fans. Tony, you're not using him right. Tony, you're not using him right. We're not getting the NXT Adam Cole. Who's this Adam Cole? He's a jokey guy. Hangman's not turning the dial up, man. He's good. I love Hangman. They need to put the belts on Red Dragon. They need to put the belts on Adam Cole. And they need to feud with a returning Kenny Omega. Adam Cole, Kenny Omega. I'm going Adam Cole with the upset win.
Damn.
As much as
short feud.
Adam Page's matches have been, you know, like he puts on classic after classic when it comes to matches, but I feel like the fans aren't as invested in Hangman as they probably should have been coming out of that Kenny Omega feud, you know?
Dude, at a
And
certain point, you have to break this. Not everyone can be
Mhm.
this long reigning champion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We've
that's
had
fair.
3 really long reigns. Like, I don't think it says anything bad about Hangman. Like, at a
It
certain
does more for
point.
Hangman's like story in the company, if anything. Like
Dude,
he won the big
110
one.
days is decent. It's not
Yeah.
like it's, man, he just won that thing. He won it
Yeah.
in November.
Okay, hear me out for this, right? So Cole wins the big one. Cole wins the championship. Omega's back at Double or Nothing. He's in the Casino Battle Royal. He's the Joker. Wins. We get that Cole and Omega feud.
It's possible.
Maybe,
Damn.
who knows? Maybe that's too like, you know, impatient, too soon. But who knows? Dude, anything could happen this pay-per-view, and I'm super excited for anything that happens. Like, man.
Tom, J-Bone, and Hawk all picked Hangman as well. I'm the only person that picked Adam Cole.
Damn.
I've got to make up space at some point. I mean,
It's okay. I get
I
it.
got to go for a win. I got to go out.
I'm
on
not
a limb
against the
here.
idea of him winning. I just don't think they're going to do it yet. They'll save it for a Dynamite. You know, that seems like something
Yeah.
that they're like fucking. Or Hangman gets hurt. They're like, oh, we got to vacate the title and we'll make it work.
Do you
Yeah.
guys think? So you're picking Hangman. Do you think he's doing enough right now to be champ? Do you think he's like really a popular champion that's knocking it out of the park? I feel like he has been outside of, the awesome in-ring matches he puts on, I'm talking about outside the ropes, like the stories being told in between those phenomenal world title matches he's putting on. They don't give him a lot of screen time to tell the story of the championship match. I think they want to get back to a champion who you can put a mic in front of and they can really tell stories with. And I think Adam Cole might be the one to do it.
Well,
I mean, you want someone that's showing up on press tours and everything like that, promoting the company. Who better than Adam Cole who can just talk and talk and talk? So
Yeah,
I think you're right. I've been wishy-washy
and I love Hangman.
about.
I'm wearing a Hangman shirt.
Yeah, for sure.
I fucking love Hangman.
I've been up in the air about him because, he hasn't lived up to the potential of that whole feud with Omega. Everyone wanted to see Hangman be the champion. But I think it also comes down to the fact that they haven't been giving him long feuds. We haven't seen the Hangman versus someone feud for the title. We had a short, not albeit short, Danielson match feud and a Lance Archer, which lasted how many weeks? So we haven't seen that long feud yet. I feel like if they took that time to really give him someone that could build up to Revolution, we'd be talking a little bit differently about his reign. I think he's been doing well on the mic. I think, like you said, his matches are fantastic. His pops, I think they're really building off of this, the Hangman pop, if you want to call it that. Every time his music plays, the crowd goes crazy. But I think he needs that one feud. And I don't think Adam Cole is going to be that for him. But like I said, you have a million different people that you could let it be against. I still think it's going to be Paige versus MJF eventually. But that's just my prediction.
One of the factors that factored into me picking Cole, I think the smart pick is definitely Hangman. If you're just looking at his title reign, he hasn't got the opportunity to have that big story. But the thing that made me go away from Hangman is Hangman's 28 years old, I think, 27, 28, 29, somewhere in there. This guy's going to be a multi-time AEW champion. I feel like having a short first reign doesn't do anything. He's going to hold that belt multiple times. He's going to be in this company for a long time. I think he's going to be that first true figurehead, the original that held the belt for the first time as an AEW original. And I think Adam Cole's 32? I think we're going to see these two dudes at the top of the title picture for the next decade. So I don't think him losing a short reign hurts him in any way. He's going to be back on top and he'll have those opportunities to tell those long stories.
Yeah.
Austin brings up a question. Interested to get your guys' thoughts on where this pay-per-view card ranks on your all-time list. Just looking at it on paper without watching pay-per-view, I think it is so stacked from top to bottom, except for the trio.
Yeah.
It's up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great card.
It is.
Definitely.
It's better than, I think it's better than how All Out was stacked up. All Out had a lot of good matches, but there's a lot of blood matches here. You got a lot of deep feuds. It's not just we're throwing Christian with Kenny Omega,
Right.
like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
So I feel like that this might be a little bit more thought out. That one felt really rushed too. Remember like a week or two before All Out, we were like, we got 3 matches picked here.
Well, they
we
had
don't know
Christian
what's
and
going on.
Omega, and we thought it was going to be Hangman.
Yeah, and it was all fucking weird. But I don't think Hangman's the Stone Cold of the company. He's got the good thing, but I think if having him win on Sunday, pairing him up with the Bucks would make a great addition to this feud. Don't end it quite yet. Let Adam Cole win at Double or Nothing. Maybe somebody fucking screws over Adam Page or, something happens, but I feel like there's going to be a little bit more to this. I don't think the Adam Cole Hangman thing's done. I just think that this is going to be another step in the direction. And I like that he is a transitional champion, but I mean, how many days is he going to be holding the title until Double or Nothing? It's going to be almost 200, right?
Right.
If not, so we're so he, he's kind of hitting that mark already. He could be, and I'll go as far as say he's going to be the second person to win, or the first person to win the belt twice. So they'll take it off him, and it's gonna be oh, he's the first, 2-time AEW World Heavyweight Champion. Bam.
Baga!
Yeah, Baga. Ashley Schaefer motor vehicle.
I have one final thing to ask you guys. It's no Jersey Triad versus Benoit Saturn. I didn't like give you guys a heads up on this, but and this doesn't count to the picks or anything, but do you guys have just like a prediction for, is there going to be a surprise? Do you see any of these matches or any moment in this card open for something? Every time they have some sort of something. I was surprised that this Face of the Revolution ladder match didn't have a mystery entry.
Me too.
So that leads me to believe that
no, there's no spot for him, but
he's
I would
off
like
the
to see him.
table.
Yeah.
He can't appear till the 9th.
I mean,
Yeah, but Matt Hardy brought up like Tony Khan could buy out the rest of his contract. I don't know, but I don't know how possible that is. He just fucking bought Ring of Honor, for God's sake.
Yeah,
he might be a little bit tight on cash.
just fucking throwing money around.
Here you go. You take the money. It's like Oprah. It's like
Just
you have the
dick
money.
swinging.
Yeah.
Man,
Oh my god.
that's a good thought.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I hope so. I don't know, man. It felt weird that the ladder match didn't have a surprise. That's why I was like, what the fuck? They're putting
Ethan Page was a surprise last year. Yeah.
Cage,
Well, is
yeah.
it usually 7 guys or is it always 6?
I think
I don't think they have like a.
I don't think they
set.
have a set. I think
Yeah,
it's
they just do whatever the fuck they want to do. But I something's got to happen somewhere. I just don't see where it would fit in.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Like all the surprises I would pull the trigger on, like I think Briscoe's at any moment could pop up, but FTR's not involved. So
No, yeah,
Right.
and I don't want to see the Briscoes come out and be like, "Yo, Young Bucks, fucking."
Right. I mean, there's Gargano. He's floating
Cesaro.
out there.
Cesaro's fucking free
Cesaro.
agent.
Oh
Cesaro's a
man, I
free
would
agent.
love to see Cesaro do some stuff, please.
That's what I thought there was going to be an open spot in the ladder match, and they were going to drop Cesaro in, and he was just going to fucking go in there like crazy,
Yeah.
man.
Dude, that's the thing. That's the thing that makes this ROH purchase so much more intriguing, because now
Yes.
it's like all these free agents can have a home.
Yeah,
And it's not too crowded. You put Cesaro back in ROH, you put Gargano in ROH, like, man.
Well, I
Carries
feel
the
like
company.
the ROH purchase and the announcement of it yesterday was kind of to make up for the fact that we won't really see anything big as a surprise this Sunday. And I think that's okay. It doesn't always need to be like a huge surprise. But if
I agree.
anything,
Right.
that prediction that you guys have been talking about the Young Bucks turning towards Hangman, I mean, that could be the surprise, if anything. I think it's definitely going to be within the roster. I don't think anyone else is going to be signed. I don't know. I don't really see anything huge happening though, as far as like a signing or something.
Did you guys hear the quote from Tony Khan where he said typically at pay-per-views is where all of our stories culminate, but this weekend it's also going to be where our
Starting.
stories start. So that leads me to believe something that could be Wardlow turning, though. That could be
Yeah.
something like that. So
Yeah.
Bullet
Joey
Club
Slowy.
could show up, man. Jay White, Bullet Club,
Fuck.
like that's on
Jay
the
White.
table.
Jay White just put out some interview with some shit, but he was like, he's talking shit like, oh, we should change the name of the Forbidden Door, because it's not forbidden anymore. And he's like, and we're gonna kick it wide open very soon. It was something along the context.
Yeah, it was
of
on
that.
Busted Open Radio.
Yeah.
today.
Yeah. So he
Yeah.
we forgot all about that.
Yeah.
And there's that could happen during the Bucks match.
Yep.
That could happen during the fucking main event.
Yeah.
You got Hangman and
Hangman
Cole
could
both-
get screwed by Bullet Club and Adam Cole, Jay White. They turn on. You never know, man. There's a
Yeah.
lot of ways to go.
Well, they're all former Bullet Club members, so you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. So there's now I don't even know what to think. Fuck. But yeah, no, I hope we get something good. I'll be excited. I wish Jay White was in the fucking ladder match. They could have done somebody,
Yeah.
just random like that. It would have been like, oh hell yeah! Like then we would have got like shit like Keith Lee with Jay White. Oh my god, the internet explodes. Like that's what you're missing.
Lights
That's
go
good.
out. Lights go out in the main event. We hear a cackling laugh. It comes up. And Hangman Page is in the Sister Abigail.
Oh, I love
Bray
that.
Wyatt. Everyone's still hanging on this Bray Wyatt shit.
I don't know where the fuck you were going with that. I was like, what? Dude,
Just look at all of us laughing, and he actually shows up this Sunday.
Right? Yeah.
It's gonna be clipped for,
and that's the exact thing that Chad says happens. The exact thing.
I would no. I don't know if Bray ever shows up in AEW, man.
Chad, you'd be a prophet before like all the wrong reasons.
Yeah,
Right.
I can't be Bony Nostradamus.
Yeah.
Man, but that's another thing too. The title match could end, and something could happen after everything. You know, Hangman could be in the ring, or Adam Cole's in the ring, and then boom, just like Adam Cole came out, somebody comes out and fucks Adam Cole. You know, like and we're gonna get some big shit going on. Like they build a feud with Adam Cole, but I still think Adam Cole's gonna be feuding with the Bucks. But it could be a fucking Bullet Club. We're due for another blood and guts match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
will we see
You know?
anything with Cody this Sunday with all this news coming out?
Cody's gonna be the leader of the Bullet Club again.
He's going to
I
be
went
the
back to
seventh
New
man
Japan.
in the Revolution ladder match.
The Raw Down has this. The Raw Down has the Stone Cold meter. I'm going to introduce
The Cody
the Cody
meter.
Rhodes.
The Cody meter.
Where's everyone at? You don't have to do a percentage, but where's everyone out on shoot work? Do you think he's still attached to AEW in some way? And that could mean ROH, or do you think he's legit gone?
Super attached like a clingy ex-girlfriend.
It's a work. It's a work. It's all a work.
Yeah.
The
Like
whole
what did I
thing's
said
a
to you guys
work.
earlier?
I love
it was
the thing I love
the
most
talks
about this
fizzled
is
out.
Sneed and Mike have been work from day one. They've never swayed.
true.
They've been all in on the work.
100%, 100%, 110% work.
It's because
There's
there's
not a
just like
chance it's not a
there's things that come out for me that I'm just like, oh, he could just I don't know do booking in WWE, who knows, or he's like still tied to AEW. Like I have no clue.
Dude, I'm with you,
Um,
Nick. I'm with. I'm
yeah.
such a fucking mark for this
He
shit.
could follow in his daddy's footsteps. You know.
I'll read
Daddy,
one
those
interview. I'll
positive
read
steps,
one
daddy.
interview, and I'm like, shoot. And then I'll read something else. I'm like, it's a work. And then I'll read something else.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's a shoot. Like, I'm
Yeah,
all
I
in.
think there was a little bit that a little video that Cody Rhodes put on Sammy's vlog, maybe when he won the TNT title this past time he won the TNT title, Cody did at least and he was like, oh, you guys, this next year is going to be insane and I can't wait. He said something along the lines just like kind of like prophesizing like what's going to happen, and I think it's all a work. Like I don't know. I'm maybe 70% that it's a work.
I think there's I just like throwing out fantasy what ifs. I think there's a legit possibility that one of the only people that knew of this ROH purchase was Cody. And I think when Tony let him go, he legit did let him go. And when Tony said that line about it's not the contract I wanted to get, well, I think he is legit not with All Elite, and he's going to be with Ring of Honor, and they're going to bring in William Regal to help run the backstage at Ring of Honor. And I think there's a possibility they bring Samoa Joe in to be the commentator.
Oh man. Okay, that's
face NXT.
Yeah.
Yeah. Holy shit. But then I think E-Drones will see that as like a big like downgrade as well. Like, oh, Cody Rhodes could have come with us. He could have joined the big leagues, and now here he is in Ring of Honor. But I don't think that's gonna like stop anything, honestly. Like,
But
you
here's
bring
the
up a
thing,
really
though.
good point.
Tony isn't going. Tommy Dreamer brought up a great point about Ring of Honor today. He's like, you can't just buy Ring of Honor and keep it exactly the way it is. Like, Tony's going to honor the legacy of Ring of Honor, but he also has to change it and make you feel like, okay, we're keeping with the tradition, but we're also improving it and making it bigger than it was. And I think if you bring Ring of Honor to establish it, what better way to make people really look at that company than to throw someone massive into that company, and the guy getting the most attention right now in wrestling is Cody. What's going on with Cody Rhodes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's following that
even if
story,
it's a
whether
shoot
in
right
WWE. Mhm.
Even if it's a
Yeah.
total shoot right now, it's
We're
still
all
possible he could buy it. It's still possible Tony Khan could re-sign Cody to work for Ring of Honor, even if it's a legit shoot right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Right now, I want a code of honor with everyone. Let's just all shake hands because I really like that idea. There we go. Looks like you're doing something else there, Mike, down under. You know.
Airing the tree out. No, I think it's always has been a work. It's always gonna how can you? If he was a free agent,
And now forever, always a work.
Dude, they would have paid him fucking $5 million to come back just to get the rub for Mania. And if they was going to come back for Mania, it should have been done already.
Their tickets aren't. They need tickets because they are not anywhere close to being sold out.
Wasn't there something that came out when Cody was like, "Oh, I wasn't really happy with the direction WWE wanted to take me," or something? So he's like holding off on it. I heard something.
He's
maybe
willing to go back and play someone else's song. I don't think he's willing to just go be a worker. I think he wants control of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My favorite argument is that he left AEW because he didn't have creative control.
Right.
So he's going to go to WWE? Come on. Come on.
Yeah. You sound so stupid.
I mean,
it's dumb.
And people that are saying, no, but Vince is going to let him have a little creative control. What fucking planet are you living on?
Okay. All right. Who said that?
Yeah, Hawks. Dude, I was losing brain cells listening to the Dynamite review today, but it was funny.
What do you think, Anthony? You look like you look very conflicted right now.
I'm torn.
He wants Cody on
Nothing's
his
right
flagship.
I do. That'll get the numbers growing. But I mean, it's so weird because sometimes I even forget that when I saw that first tweet, I was one of the first people in the group chat to post that little Hulk Hogan tweet. Don't work yourself into whatever his tweet is.
Yeah.
But then I slowly but surely went down the shoot route just because of everything that was coming out. But now I'm like right in the middle.
I'm with you, man.
But with ROH happening, I feel like I think I'm 51-49 work just because of ROH. But does that mean that like he's not going to wrestle anymore and he's just going to be with ROH? Because he's also said that he's not going to be wrestling, these are his last few years, So is he going to be in an ROH spot? Is he done wrestling? Like going to WWE? I don't, like you said, there's no creative control there. Why would he want to go there? It's already WrestleMania season, but at the same time, they haven't announced Stone Cold yet. So why would they announce Cody Rhodes? There's so much fucking shit going on with this.
I know.
Yeah.
But I think I'm like it's either I'm 51-49 for work or shoot, which means I'm 50-50 because I can't I can't pick anything right now. Honestly, I would rather not pick anything and just be surprised with whatever happens. Like whatever happens. I'm good either way.
I don't like following into speculation about shit. I just ride the ride out.
Just ride the ride. Yeah.
Just ride the ride.
But also,
I think that's the funnest way to look at it as well. Like you're not like overly like upset if something goes one way you didn't expect. Like you just ride it out.
Because I'll be happy either way.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
He shows up in WWE. That's huge. That keeps the war going. But he goes over to ROH. That's huge for AEW, and it gets them, keeps growing that level for them. So I'm happy either way. I'll keep it at 50-50.
Cody's going to hire Terry Taylor.
Have
you ever took a quarter arm drag from Terry Taylor?
I think a lot of people are playing it like they think if he goes to ROH, he's just going to have creative control. Like, dude, Tony Khan's going to have his hands in ROH.
Yeah,
it's not like someone's just going to do what they want to do with it.
But is he going to wrestle in ROH? Or is this
Tony Khan? Tony Khan going to wrestle? Tony Khan?
Jonathan Gresham, I'm challenging you!
I'm challenging you tonight! Challenging you for that title!
Howard Dean of 2020.
There's only room for one Khan in the wrestling business, Nick, and it's me. It's Tony Khan.
And
What,
then,
what the fuck? Why did he call me out? What was that?
Somebody's got to put some stake on the fucking Ring of Honor title. You know, if they're gonna build it and not make it like a B team, because everybody's like, oh, it's just gonna be fucking NXT.
They're not fucking taking a prestigious company and turning it into a developmental territory. I'm sorry, it's going to be a third property.
To FCW.
Yeah.
People saying it's going to be developmental, I do not agree with that at all.
Dante Martin is the first Ring of Honor champion in the new era. Oh boy, Jiminy Chilkers, I'm so happy to be here. Tony Khan is the Tony Khan. The only one Khan that we know of. He's going to fucking turn Ring of Honor into a really fucking beautiful thing again. Because it seems like, and they got ammo to do it. They have
this puts more prestige on like Tony Khan too. Like he's running what? He's running some football club in the UK, some like the Jacksonville Jaguars, AEW, now Ring of Honor. Like this is insane. This man has no sleep. He's on coke 24/7.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Dude, when you're a billionaire, there's other ways to get that cocaine fix without taking cocaine. He's on some other shit. He's on like adrenochrome, man.
He's legit smoking Stardust.
Yeah. All right, guys. We're an hour and a half in. I guess unless you guys got anything else you want to talk about, go ahead and get out of here, I guess.
Call it a night.
We'll see you all after the Revolution.
Yeah, I hope everybody enjoys Revolution. Go check out our merch. You can get the "It's Fine" Hawk T-shirt,
especially
it's
after
fine.
this week.
You can get the All Elite Farms T-shirt. You can go to our Pro Wrestling Tees, get all the good stuff over there. Highly underrated tee is the "Please Stop Stretching My Muffler."
This is the first one that popped in. Please stop stretching my muffler, sir.
But yeah, the turnbuckletavern.com. Check it out. Give all of these guys, Nick Storm Review, Mike Bellcaster, Young Anthony, Titantron Podcast. Follow all of their personal pages as well. And yeah, check us out on Apple and Spotify. We have tons of great shows. And obviously, if you're watching on YouTube or any of our streaming platforms, please subscribe, follow, comment below, like us, share us, spread the word. We want to grow. You guys help that happen. Until next time, we'll catch you guys. I guess before Double or Nothing, we'll be back
Hell yeah.
with another edition of Hanging at the Tavern.